Now this is the third part. This is the third part, or the third subchapter of chapter 1. Somehow it comes to continue the second part in the way of providing a guideline for what to look for and how to count waves of different degrees. Regarding this, I will show you what to look for when you're trying to analyze current price action. Now, for this purpose, this subject will have two recordings with different examples. I will have three examples here. One on the Great Britain pound US dollar on the daily chart, the one that you're seeing here. Then another one on Australian dollar US dollar, trying to look at this move to the downside. And another one, of course, on the euro dollar, the 1 hour chart here, trying to look on the current price action. I will also show you some how to interpret price action on these small time frames, and how to interpret it. For example, if you see a contract in triangles now, contracting triangles are to be met on B waves and on 4 waves, or being part of a complex correction. So if you are looking like this on this 1 hour chart here, and based on this structure that you are seeing here, this structure doesn't look impulsive as well at all. Sorry, and this structure looks either corrective as being part of a contract. As you can see here, this is a possible contracting triangle. Something like this, and contracting triangles are being formed out of 5 different waves. So if you are to count this contracting triangle like this, and you want to put 5 different waves in the form of A, B, C, D, E, that you make sure that what ends here, let's say that this ends an A wave, okay, of this degree. So you make sure that what ends here with an A wave, then this would end. This would have 5 different smaller waves of this in this contracting triangle. Now, it is important to note that contracting triangles are to be found never on the second wave. So if you say that this is a contracting triangle and you label this contracting triangle like this, A, B, C, and D, and E. So if you label it A, B, C, D, E, then you make sure that what ends here is something like this degree, but this is impossible to be a second wave, for example, like this. So if you label it a second wave and this one to be a first wave, this is a mistake, because contracting triangles are to be found only on B waves. So this might be a B wave, or on X wave. So this might be as well an X wave. But anyways, on both situations, you are looking for something of this degree, and this to be a contracting triangle. Now, based on the top-down analysis that we've made together earlier, this being leg of a triangle. Now, in legs of a triangle, it is very much possible to have X waves as part of a complex correction, or B waves. So we might have, for example, here this to be A, and the B, and C of this degree. Then this to be called an A, B, C, D, E, only to complete your X wave. And in order to look for current price action, then if you give a little bit of a zoom, you might see that here we might have a possible ending situations like a contracting triangle, but it is not broken yet. Now, as long as this trend line here holds, let's make this one black. As long as this trend line here holds, then we might have the situation that this being A, B, C, then X here. Then we might have the situation that this is another A, B, C of this degree. So A, B, ABC of this degree, okay? And then to have another X wave here. So you have two corrections. This is the first correction of this degree, a second correction of this degree, and from this moment on, it is very much possible to have A, B, C like this, or C, D, E, and this to be a contracting triangle, something like this. So this should be something like this from here and to here of a lower degree. So A, B, C, D, and E to the upside and unload. As long as this trend line holds, then you're looking for this one to break to the downside, and if this one breaks to the downside, then more likely that you have your E wave down here, and this is how you put your price action on the current price section on this structure. Now, if this triangle here, it looks like a triangle, okay, this consolidation, it looks like a triangle. If this triangle here breaks to the upside, then this doesn't mean that your count is wrong. This is still valid with the ABC, with the triangle here, but probably this triangle, it is just a continuation pattern and needs to be reevaluated. Now, this was just an example. This was just an example on the euro dollar, but also if you go, for example, on the Australian dollar, US dollar, and this is a 1 hour chart, and you're trying to look at this move from the upside to the downside here, and you are seeing a nice correction here in the form of an ABC. So you might say that this is an ABC, and everything that's here is of a different degree. Now, if you try to put the let's say the label, the numbers on it, then definitely what's ending here, let's say this is a third wave to the downside on a 14 or even 16, let's say, of this kind of degree. And then you're looking for a fourth wave to end this move, to correct this move. Now, everything that you have until this third wave to the downside here should be of a smaller degree wave, so something like this, of a smaller degree, let's say 14 and like this, okay? So everything, what you're counting here, normally you should have 5 different ways, so let's say 5 different ways of this degree, okay, should equal the third wave to the downside. For third, like this. Then the fourth wave to the upside, if you're looking for an A, B, C, it might be, for example, that the fourth wave here is already done here. So let's presume this is done here. Then you are looking for this fourth wave to be equal, okay, with either 3 waves, three different ways of this degree, or if it is a contracting triangle, or 5 different ways of this degree, A, B, C, D, E, because it might just be that it is a contacting triangle. Now each 3, 4, and then probably you're looking for the downside for the fifth wave here, but this will be on the next recording, so stay tuned.